All the Mod 6 can seem a little daunting at first. With over 350 mods, a new player can get a bit lost, or at least that's how I felt when I started. But that's why I'm here, to try and help others get a bit more familiar with the mod pack and learn 6 more tips in All the Mod 6. First tip of the day, slime sling and slime boots. These are like my favorite addition to Minecraft. It's unbelievable. First of all, slime islands in the air. You should be able to find them just floating around. Pretty easy to see, pretty easy to spot. They spawn slimes up there. You have to climb up to get there. Once you get up there, get yourself some slime blocks. Slime is pretty useful for a lot of recipes in the mod pack, so grab a lot of slime so you don't need to come back to any of the islands for a while. And then the beautiful thing is you can craft slime boots, which makes you take no fall damage. In fact, when you land, you will actually bounce. This is pretty amazing to travel great distances, especially coupled with the slime sling, which you can craft, and then slingshot yourself across the map, bounce with your boots, you're going flying. It's amazing. It's very, very easy to get early game, and it helps you traverse the map incredibly fast. So have fun with this one. This is one I pretty much always get as soon as I find a slime island. This next tip is a great way to double your ore very early, very easily. No power required. You don't need to get into all the power machines and stuff. You just need to craft a grindstone. What this block allows you to do is put in your ores, and then you can crank it with a wooden crank, and it just doubles your ores. So there you go. You got quick ore doubling for when you find more precious ores, or you just want, efficiency. You want some more iron, you want some more gold. Chuck it in there, crank it. It does take a little bit to crank. It is quite, I guess it's inefficient because it takes a while, and it's manual, but it's an easy way to get started getting your ores doubled. Next up, we got waystones. Now, you can find waystones in every village that spawns around, so go look for them. You can keep them in the villages, or you could break them and take them for your own uses. Waystones also spawn around in the world. You can find them, happen upon them. I found like a bunch of them. They've also got a crafting recipe, which isn't too hard. You just need some ender pearls and some purple dye, some obsidian, and some stone bricks, I believe. But waystones are very, very useful. Obviously, you can have one at your base. I've got one at my base, and I've also got one down in my mine shaft for quick transport. I also have some in the nether. You don't need a nether portal after you place a waystone in the nether. You can use your waystone instead of your nether portal. And there are other ways and other dimensions in All the Mod 6 that we'll get into in future videos. But for now, if you find a waystone, pick it up. It's very useful. Next up, a quick and easy way to get good loot are the dungeons that spawn around the map. You might see some of these stone towers. Some are even houses that you can go down to the basement, and it leads all the way down into the earth, and there's dungeons down there. Lots of mob spawners, lots of chests. Pretty easy way to get some cool loot out of these chests. Get yourself some materials, get yourself some enchanted books, get yourself some goodies. Get down there. Early game, late game, doesn't really matter. Get in there, get yourself some goodies. The dungeons also get harder the deeper you go, so watch out for that. Okay, next tip. This is a more selective tip. The reliquary drops. You might have noticed some monsters drop items like zombie hearts, ender hearts, catalyzing glands, molten hearts. These are all rarer drops from mobs that can be crafted into many of the more common items. For example, the zombie heart can be crafted into 6 rotten flesh. Also, the catalyzing glands from creepers, if you have 3 of them, you can craft them into a ghast tier. So that's a useful one. You don't need to go hunting ghasts if you have a bunch of these catalyzing gland drops from creepers. So that's a very useful one. Look out for these drops as they are more valuable than the regular mob drops. Last tip coming up, claiming chunks in your map. So when you open up your map, you can go up into the claim chunks tab, and there you can claim chunks around your base or anywhere else you like. Basically, when you claim a chunk, you can then call it your own in case you're on a server with other people. You know where the property lines are and such. But another interesting feature is force loading these chunks. You can actually, I believe it's right click to force load the chunks. That means anything in that chunk, any machines, say you've got some machines going, say you've got some furnaces smelting or whatnot, if you leave the area, that chunk will stay force loaded and it will continue loading new things in that chunk even if you're not there, so your machines can keep operating if you're far away in a different dimension or just out of distance. So there it is, my 6 more tips in All the Mods 6. I hope you enjoyed. I'm going to have more of these coming out very soon, so stay tuned. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Subscribe for more, and see ya.